Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to do some NBA news, talk about do a trade deadline, trade deadline special here, so let's get right into it. So, per Chris B. Haynes of the Minnesota Timberwolves, they actually tried getting in on the Kevin Durant sweepstakes before the trade deadline, but they must have tried, but it didn't go through. Man, Ant and KD would have been a hell of a duo. Ant, KD, but yeah, it ended up not happening. So for Ben Simmons, apparently the Los Angeles Clippers are a potential destination for Ben Simmons on the buyout market. The Clippers and the Cleveland Cavaliers, per seems Charania. I mean, he could be he's a king of the workout videos in the off-season. Yeah, imagine if he goes to the Clippers, have Ben Simmons and Chris Dunn in the second unit. Oh my god, you'd have no scoring. I mean, he can rebound and pass, but that's about it. He could be a potential destination for Cleveland as well. He could be a potential destination. So Trae Young's future with the Atlanta Hawks, man, is really murky. Yeah, the Hawks today were kind of interesting, I thought. With the trade deadline, they trade DeAndre Hunter. Bogdanovich is kind of fallen off this year, but they just didn't get that much in return, I thought, in those trades. We're going to go to NBA Underdog for all these trades that happened today. Alright, so here's all the moves today from NBA Underdog. So here's the first trade that ended up happening. The Sixers got Jared Butler and 4 second-round picks. The Wizards got Reggie Jackson, a first-round pick. So they got a first-round pick, man. A first-round pick for Jared Butler, like the freaking Wizards GM cooking, man. First-round pick for Jared Butler. City Sissoko got waived by the Wizards. And Reggie Jackson, I believe, got waived. I talked about that earlier today. He ended up getting waived, I think. So he's expected to be waived by the Wizards if he's not re-graded before the trade deadline ended today. So I believe he got waived. So here's a trade. The Heat get Davion Mitchell and the Raptors get P.J. Tucker in the second-round pick. And P.J. Tucker was so excited to return to Miami, he gets traded to the freaking Raptors, man. That's a good pickup for the Heat, man. A good defender, and Davion Mitchell getting rid of old P.J. Tucker for young Davion Mitchell. They absolutely robbed the Raptors here. Tommy! So that's the next trade that happened. Patrick Baldwin Jr. to be traded from the Spurs per Shams. Groundbreaking. So this was an interesting trade. Per Shams, the Hornets get Yusuf Nurkic and a first-round pick. The Suns get Cody Martin, Vasilij Micic, and a second-round pick. A first-round pick for Cody Martin. Wow. A freaking steal there. Nurkic has been trash. I mean, the Hornets get a first-round pick, though, which is a W. But they traded Mark Williams and replaced him, of all people, with with Yusuf Nurkic. They really had to use a first-round pick because Nurkic was so bad. So, the freaking Cavs, man, hell of a trade here. The Cavs get DeAndre Hunter. The Hawks get Karis LeVert, Georges Niang, 3 second-round picks and 2 pick swaps. What is Mr. Landry Fields cooking here? Is he trying to be up there with Nico Harris? Because, oh my god, Karis LeVert hasn't scored in like 3 games. He's inconsistent. Georges Niang sucks. They got 3 second-round picks and 2 pick swaps. They gave up a guy that's really good off the bench for those scrubs. They basically took the Cavs' trash. The Cavs are going to be freaking tough, man. I love this move for Cleveland. They got a lot better at small forward. And he's been balling this year. Like, he's averaging 18.9 points per game off the bench, leads the NBA. He has 8 25-point games, which leads the NBA. And 18 20-point games leads the NBA. And he's now joining the number 1 offense in the league, Cleveland. So, hell of a move. This isn't a trade, but Anthony Davis, he's unlikely to play Thursday, and he's expected to make his Mavs debut Saturday. Anthony Day-to-Day Davis, back at it again. I know he was hurt before then. Let me get my joke in, damn it. I have no idea what the freaking Hawks are cooking here. The Clippers get Bogdan Bogdanovic and 3 second-round picks. Hawks get Terrence Mann, Bones Hyland. I mean, I know Bogdan Bogdanovic hasn't really been that great this season compared to past seasons, but Terrence Mann? Dude, Terrence Mann and Bones Hyland suck. Bones Hyland doesn't, play the most, but he wasn't really that good to begin with. Man, Atlanta's just selling their team at this point. They're completely just sweeping their team out. Clippers sure love to get injury-prone players, but that's a good trade, man. Hawks, Terrence Mann isn't that good. Bones Hyland isn't good. They traded for 2 scrubs. Caris LeVert isn't a scrub, he's just inconsistent. Georges Niang is a scrub. They basically traded for 3 scrubs and an inconsistent player. Yeah, Hawks sure fucking cooked there. That's why Trae Young, his relationship is murky. Shams, Cody's ever to be traded to the Rockets. He's still in the league? Huh. The Jazz get KJ Martin and Josh Richardson in a second-round pick. Dennis Schroeder got rerouted to the Pistons as part of the Jimmy Butler deal, so he's headed to Detroit. And Reggie Jackson got waived. Here's another trade. Freaking Wizards cooked, man. The Wizards get Marcus Smart and a first-round pick. I'm not just talking about Marcus Smart. The first-round pick, the Grizzlies get 2 second-round picks. I don't get why they tossed in the first-round pick here, but they cooked here, man. They've got a lot of first-round picks. The Bucks get Kevin Porter Jr. Clippers get Marjon Beauchamp. Yeah, sure. This is literally ass. This is literally ass for ass. James Wiseman to be traded to the Raptors. Basically for cash. Jake LaRavia is going to be traded to the Kings. I don't know who the Grizzlies get. So, the Wizards get Marcus Smart, Colby Jones, Alex Len, and a first-round pick. Kings get Jake LaRavia. Grizzlies get multiple second-round picks. They have a 13 rotation level NBA players on the roster, and Smart was was by far one of the worst contracts on their team. But the Wizards are doing them a favor, taking Marcus Smart. Daniel Tice is going to be waived by the Thunder. Chuma Okeke to sign a 10-day contract with the Sixers. Marvin Bagley and Johnny Davis to be traded to the Grizzlies as part of Marcus Smart deal, so they're going to get Johnny Davis and Marvin Bagley. So yeah, this is one of the crazier trade deadlines, I would say. Kyle Anderson's going to go to the Heat, Patrick Ball Jr. to the Spurs. So yeah, so many trades, man. That ended up happening today. Jane Springer's going to be waived by the Rockets. They waived him already. But yeah, that's all for all the trades. So let's get back to NBA Central. So Trae Young's future with the Hawks is murky. I think he's good enough to be on a contending team. Their team, and he averages 23 and 11, leading the league in assists, and he's definitely good enough to be on a contending team. The team, they've kind of just fucking tanked it now. Now, the Dallas Mavericks, they were very aggressive in exploring pathways to acquire KD. Per Ian Begley. Man, Nico Harris, fucking dumbass. Yeah, of course they weren't going to get him. Nico Harris is Satan. Ben Simmons is the name to watch on the buyout market per Bobby Marks. Cleveland and Houston are some teams to watch for Simmons. So Cleveland, Houston, the Clippers, I say, are 3 teams to watch. The Grizzlies reportedly made a call on Kevin Durant per Bob Myers. That would have been fun. KD, Ja. I'm not even talking about Kendrick Perkins. His isn't even worth my time. I already talked about that. Windhorse talked about what people in the league are saying about Phoenix. They are excellent at talent acquisition. They are not good at team building. Pretty spot on assessment, I would say, to be honest. They've had bad leaders, I would say, and bad coaching. So, the Golden State, I already talked about that. The Washington Wizards reportedly had a trade lined up last season with the Mavericks for Kyle Kuzma, but that would have netted them 2 first-round picks, but Kuzma vetoed it. Imagine Kuzma without a no-trade clause vetoing that trade. Him flexing a no-trade clause he doesn't have. How did Kyle Kuzma veto a trade? Who does he think he is? So Chris Haynes reports that Trae Young really wants to win, that the Spurs had him on their radar before trading for De'Aaron Fox. I mean, that would have been a nice move. I mean, they needed a point guard, so either one of those two would have been good. So Brian Windhorst says teams aren't afraid of the top-seeded teams in the West. There's not a lot of fear from the teams out there about these teams at the top of the West. Yes, I know the experience isn't there from the Rockets and OKC, but OKC made it last year. OKC is one of the best teams in the league, dude. Literally nobody thought the Rockets would be elite. Now, the OKC is the best team, and they're really a team that can go all the way. But I can promise say OKC isn't scared of my Warriors. I mean, I know anybody can beat anybody in a 7-game series, but we don't have the talent. The Suns, for some reason, they stopped making moves, and they'll focus on improving their roster in the offseason. But the assessment is they're good at acquiring talent, but their coaching sucks. So Phoenix's locker room is reportedly toxic. So yeah, now they just need to get Draymond this offseason to complete it. Pelicans, they end up keeping Zion and CJ McCollum. Chris Boucher stayed in Toronto. The Denver Nuggets were a team to watch, but he stayed in Toronto. Yeah, that's all the NBA I'm going to talk about here. It's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, till next time, have a lot. Peace.